All right, Shalom, Shalom, Israel, Shalom to the 12 tribes of Yasha, giving the chorus, all honor, glory, and praise unto Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI. That's our praise to them, the Father Yahweh, in the name of only God, Son, Yahawah. It's your brother Yasha Allah.
Brother Abai.
Coming back with y'all with another video, part 2. All right, this is going into Sirach chapter 8. All right, Sirach 8 breakdown. And there's a link. All right, let me text Izar. All right. All right, calm. All right. So hey, let me read the reader this time. All right. So yeah, calm. All right. Shalom. All right, I'm gonna read this time. All right. So Sirach chapter 8 and verse 1. It says, "Strive not with a mighty man, lest thou fall into his hands." All right. So don't strive with a mighty man. Right now, who's the mighty man right now? Sadly, it's Esau. All right, and these other nations. So when you get pulled over, Jake, don't be like, hey, Isaiah 14 and 21, grant fathers for his children, iniquity of their fathers. You go ask going into slavery. All right, I'm gonna take your babies, I'm gonna dash them against the stones. Right? Well, yeah, you can say that, right? But you know, in that time, you might be put to death, right? So they don't strive with the mighty man, lest thou fall into his hands, right? We have to be wise. We got
We got precept.
um,
Classic. Matthew 10 and 16. Behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. Be ye therefore wise as serpents and harmless as doves. So you gotta be wise, man. You gotta be wise as a serpent. You gotta know how to get around things, kind of finesse your way in it. Right? Because it's like a righteous deceiver. Because who was it? I forgot who was the ruler, but basically he said there's gonna be a party for the people who worship Baal. There's gonna be a party in his temple. Everybody should come. Everybody came to the temple, right? You know, they was worshiping him and things of that nature, but it was really a trap. He deceived them righteously, and he killed all the people who worship the false god. And that's the Lord loved that. That's righteous. You gotta be wise as a serpent, right? So, like the brother said, you get pulled over, you're dealing with the cop. Don't be saying, "Give me Isaiah 14:1." You know, Revelation 13 and 10. Hey, somebody pull me Malachi 1 and 3. You can't be out there, saying that to the cop, man. Next thing you
come,
know, you in a jail cell waiting to get bailed out, man. Right? Come.
Precept. This is Sirach chapter 11, and I'm going to read verse 3. The bee is little among such as a fly, but her fruit is the chief of sweet things. Boast not of thy clothing and raiment, and exalt not thyself in the day of honor. For the works of the Lord are wonderful, and his works among men are hidden. There goes the point. Many kings have slipped down upon the ground, and one that was never thought of has worn the crown. Many mighty men have been greatly disgraced, and the honorable delivered into other men's hands. Right. So what's this going on and on about? Don't question things, man. The Most High is gonna work how He's gonna work, and you can't really do anything about it. Right? He put these damn dogs over us, and we can't do nothing about it. Man. Right. So hey, that's why we got to be wise about everything we do. Right. I'm gonna read on. Right. Verse 7. Blame not before thou hast examined the truth. Understand first and then rebuke. So you gotta understand that that demon is trying to get in your head. I want to kill yo. Hey man, that's that demon, man. You know we got to be wise about these things. You know, come.
I got one precept, and we should do like one precept per, you know, because we're trying to move through this thing for a body. But it's all right. This is the book of First Corinthians chapter 10 and verse 23. All things are lawful for me, but all things are not expedient. So that's lawful to do. There's nothing wrong with telling Esau his judgment, right? Getting on him, right? But not all things are expedient in all cases, right? You have to use wisdom, like the brothers saying. So we can go back to that. Sirach chapter 8 and verse 2. All right. Be not at variance with a rich man, lest he overweigh thee, for gold hath destroyed many and perverted the hearts of kings. Right? I got a precept real quick. It's the book of Deuteronomy, uh, chapter 17 and verse 20, or 17 and 17. Neither shall he multiply wise to himself, that his heart turn not away. Neither shall he greatly multiply to himself silver and gold. So it's not really expedient for you to have gold and a lot of silver, right? A lot of money, because that's going to convert your heart, man. Right?
Yeah. You got it, brother. I'll give mine after you.
I think I'm looking for it still. But basically, it talks about how when a rich man speaks, everybody listen. When a poor man speaks, I think it's in Job. It's in Job, correct?
No, that's in Sirach.
Yeah.
It's in Sirach. What's this? Sirach chapter. I know what you're talking about too. I think I skipped it. Um,
Brothers can't find it. That's straight. Keep going.
you got a precept, Tizar?
That was a good precept, though. I know exactly what you're
Yeah.
talking about. Right, it's Sirach, chapter 29. I'm gonna read verse. Right, I'm gonna just read verse. To get to the point. Let's read verse 8. Right. Yet have thou patience with a man in poor estate, and delay not the Salaki, and delay not to show him mercy. Help the poor for the commandment's sake, and turn him not away because of his poverty. Lose thy money for thy brother and thy friend. Let it not rust under a stone to be lost. You know, say, we can't let money destroy us. That's why I say we could lose money for our brother. That's why I have destroyed kings, like it says. Come on.
Come on. So we go back. It's book of Sirach, chapter 8, and verse 3. Strive not with a man that is full of tongue, and heap not wood upon his fire. Just not with a rude man, lest thy ancestors be disgraced. All right, so hey, don't strive with a man that is full of tongue. A fool, he uttereth all his mind, right? And when you're talking, right? Hey, this is the book of Sirach, chapter 20. It is called precept. Sirach, chapter 20, and verse, um, yeah. It's right. Yeah,
5.
yeah. There's a yeah. I like 8 better. It says Sirach 28. He that useth many words shall be abhorred. Hey, people are gonna get on you. People are gonna hate you, man. Right? And you're always causing contentions because you never know when to shut up. Right? I'm just keep it real. That's a lot of people. Right? They never know when to shut up, and so hey, next thing you know, they're on the ground, man, knocked out. Why? Because they saying the wrong stuff. Right? They just talking. Right? But it says, and he that taketh to himself authority therein shall be hated. All right, you talking about I'm in charge. Right? Come on, you got it.
Right. I'm trying to look for precept in Job. Value.
Damn.
Damn,
That's Satan.
man.
And Salakia also, it says what? Heap not wood upon his fire. Meaning that what? He's trying to cause a fire. Hey, don't entertain that. Jake's love entertaining that. Oh, you said what? Right? Oh, your mama. Right? Hey, Jake, just walk away, man. Right? Just walk away. You don't have to put, wood upon his fire, man. That's what the Lord's saying.
I'm trying to look for this precept in Sirach, right, where it says, "Don't spit." Right, spit. It shutteth up the fire. Or something. You know what I'm talking about, right?
You said,
Hold on, I'm gonna get it. Salaki.
oh,
All right. Baya said, He's gonna keep going. Bruh, ain't no way. It's in Sirach, I know. But we just get back to it. I can't find it, man.
All right.
Oh, Salaki, here we go. Right, this ain't the exact one, but this is another one as well. Right, this is Sirach chapter 37 and verse 22. Another is wise to himself, and the fruits of understanding are commendable in his mouth. So hey, that's why we have to be wise about everything we say, like the brother's talking about. We can't just be blabberers out here. We get back to it.
Yeah. Okay. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 8, verse 5. Reproach not a man that turneth from sin, but remember that we are all worthy of punishment. Right? That's why the book of Romans 8. All right. Shalom. Romans 8, 1. There is therefore now no condemnation to them which are in Mahashiach Yahushua, who walk not after the flesh, but after the spirit. All right. That's why the Lord said, reproach not a man that turneth from sin, but remember that we are all worthy of punishment. Right? You get on a brother, right? Or, maybe, he accidentally, kind of cleaned on the Sabbath, Hey, bro, you're going to be destroyed, or Yahushua is not dealing with you, Moses is not dealing with you, right? You might as well just take off your fringes, right? Hey, look, man, you were once in his shoes. Yeah, you are worthy of punishment, We're all worthy of punishment, man. Why? Because we have done our fair share of sins, all right?
Because for those people who does that, and that means like they don't really believe that we're justified by faith, that we're justified by the law. If they really think like that. Let me get this real quick. With the book of Romans chapter 5, and I can get this is the book of Romans chapter 5 and verse 20. Moreover, the law entered that the offense might abound, but where sin abounded, grace did much more abound. So we're under grace. Not saying it's willfully go and sin, but hey, some brothers, they might have to work on a new moon. They might have to work a Sabbath and think, hey, we're in captivity. But that's why it says we gotta do the best we can, right? We're rehearsing the righteous acts.
I got the classic, right? It's 2 Corinthians chapter 5 and 7. Right? For we walk by faith, not by works. Lucky. For we walk by faith, not by sight. We are confident, I say, and willing rather to absent from the body and to be present with the Lord. Stop worrying about damn what Jake got to say. Stop worrying about what Jake's doing. That's when we'll be present with the Most High. We have to put away these old things, right? Put away this damn flesh, man. That's why it says we got to walk by faith, because that brother don't got faith if he judging another brother and he's just coming in the truth. Like, oh, bro, I didn't know you're supposed to clean. Hey, no, you're gonna be destroyed. Hey, you don't got faith, man, because he doesn't really understand that he's worthy of death as well, as it says in Sirach, man. How much more? It's lucky if Paul said this. How much more us?
Right. Right, you're fitting in a little one, man. Right. And this is also the book, and there's the last precept on that. But this is the book of Matthew, chapter 7, and verse 1. It says, "Judge not, lest ye be judged." Or it's like, "Judge not, that ye be not judged. For with what judgment ye judge, ye shall be judged, and with what measure ye meet, it shall be measured to you again." All right, meaning that what if you say that brother is going to be destroyed for accidentally breaking the Sabbath, right? Because he's a newcomer, right? Hey, you have to be held to that same standard, man, right? So if you accidentally break the Sabbath, and the Lord is going to be like, "Hey, what's up?" Right? Should I destroy you now? Right? So you're all worthy of punishment, man. So that's why we got to be circumspect, and be merciful unto one another, just like how the Lord is merciful unto us. It's the book of Sirach, chapter 8, and verse 6. Dishonor not a man in his old age, for even some of us wax old. All right, Colin, we still gotta give reverence to the elders, verse 7. rejoice not over thy greatest enemy being dead, but remember that we die all. Now, this is not talking about. It's not talking about Esau, right? The brothers getting mad. Keyboard warriors, right? They getting mad, right? Because we're getting on Esau, right? Hey, brother, rejoice not over thy greatest enemy being dead, brother.
Right.
Hey, that's talking about the enemy of your own nation, man. Let's just get like two precepts on that.
God's precept. We get the book of Matthew, chapter 5 and verse 44. But I say unto you, love your enemies, bless them that curse you, do good to them that hate you, and pray for them which despitefully use you and persecute you. So the Lord said, love your enemies. Right now, again, like the brother said, it's not the enemy. It's not talking about Esau. It's talking about your brothers, the people, your neighbor, the Israelites. Right.
Right. In Exodus chapter 23 and verse 4, if thou meet thine enemy's ox or his ass going astray, thou shalt surely bring it back to him again. So that's in the law, man. And our enemy is talking about the one of your own nation. The one, let's say your enemy, you had beef with, of your own nation. If he died, man, you don't be dancing over his grave. Right? You playing music by his funeral, right? No, man, that's off, because that's still your brother at the end of the day. He's still an Israelite, right? You all are still the same seed, you know. So come on, that's what that's going to.
I have one more precept too. This is the book of Matthew. Forget 230. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 18 and verse 22. Yahawashi saith unto him, I say not unto thee. So look, I'll start verse 21. Then came Peter to him and said, Lord, how oft shall my brother sin against me? Right? And I forgive him so 7 times. And hey, man, hey, Jay can barely even forgive the brother 2 times, man. They be holding grudges. We can't be holding grudges. I believe Leviticus 19 and 18, if I'm correct. You can't be holding grudges, man, against your brother. Right? Peter said till 7 times, to a complete amount of times. But look what Yahawashi said. Verse 22. Yahawashi saith unto him, I say not unto thee until 7 times, but until 70 times 7. Man. Dang, man. So that's a whole amount of completion right there, perfection, right? So basically, you gotta always forgive, man. And I'm not saying forgive him. You don't have to be friends with him, man. You can forgive, and you can be distant from him, but you still gotta forgive the brother. Because if you don't forgive him, it was a good parable. I just bear with me. I gotta find this parable, man. It's a good parable about how the servant didn't forgive his fellow servant, and the Lord kind of rejected that servant, man. Because the Lord, he forgave that servant, but the servant didn't forgive his fellow servant. It's kind of like a hypocrite move, and the Lord's not hearing your prayers if you're holding a grudge, basically, man. But for sake of time, we can keep going.
All right, come on.
That's a good precept. Parable, man.
Yeah, come on. The book of Sirach, chapter 8 and verse 8. Despise not the discourse of the wise, but acquaint thyself with their proverbs. For of them thou shalt learn instruction, and how to serve great men with ease. All right. So I'm gonna read verse 9 because it links up with that. Miss not the discourse of the elders, for they have also, for they also learned of their fathers, and of them thou shalt learn understanding, and to give answer as need requireth. All right. So if you got the chance to meet Naquam, right? The elders, right? Maybe the elders at HOY, maybe the elders of whatever. Hey, would you want to go and talk to them, right? Wouldn't you want to go and break bread with them, right? Because then you increasing your knowledge of wisdom and understanding, you know. And we're talking about elders here, right? Men that were set up by the Most High, right, to be elders, you know. And even the elder in the world, maybe he doesn't have the knowledge of the Most High, but he still does have some knowledge. He can still tell you some things, right? So come on, we don't want to miss the discourse of why. Slot, you got it.
I'm just saying, Con.
Right, come on.
The precept, right?
Right.
Well, let me just get this one. Right, this is Sirach, chapter 30 6, and I'm gonna start at verse 14, right? Fill Zion with thine unspeakable oracles, and thy people with thy glory. Give testimony unto those that thou hast possessed from the beginning, and raise up prophets that have been in thy name. Reward them that wait for thee, and let thy prophets be found faithful. Right. So he said, if those prophets be in thy name, you got to go up to them, man. And praise them. Don't just say, "Oh man, look at him, knock on him, just walk away, bro." Present what you got. Break bread, man. That's an elder. That's why also in Jeremiah 14:2, because nobody's going to do that. Jake in the road, they don't even go to the damn LeBron James or something like that, man. They won't even do it, right? Because it says the gates are mourning, man. They are. If you got your seer, the gates are mourning, man.
And they be calling the elders OG.
Right.
OG. Yeah. And a lot of people, they slandering, right, the elders of Israel, man. Right? They slandering them. Right, bro, do you know who you're talking to? Right? Hey, this is a bot, man. Right? this is Nakwan, man. Right? You know who you're talking to? Just random people off the street. They just whatever. Hey, I would love to be right there. But yeah, this is yeah, we can get on. Sirach chapter 8 and verse 10. Kindle not the coals of the sinner, lest thou be burnt with the flame of his fire. Verse 11. Rise not up in anger at the presence of an injurious person, lest he lie in wait to entrap thee in thy words. Let's see that? A lot of sneaky people out here, right? Like how they did, try to get YAHAWASHI.
Yeah, playing
Yeah,
semantics, man.
yeah, come on, They try to ask them questions, right? If a woman has 7 husbands in the resurrection,
That's odd, man. You know
right?
how long it takes to come up with questions like these, man?
Yeah,
You really gotta be meditating on these questions.
right. You have to think. You gotta write it down. You gotta scratch it.
Yeah, no, that's not it. No, he's smarter than that.
Yeah. You have to be watching them too. You have to be watching them.
There was one brother at the camp. He was trying to play semantics, talking about what does the word holy Bible mean? And things. He was trying to beat around the bush. I don't know, man.
Oh yeah.
They're just playing around, man. And one of the brothers kind of answered him, which was the right answer, and he said nope. And he started going on a rant, and things of that nature, man. He calling that trap. So I'll just pull, 2 Timothy 2:23.
Right. Yeah. A lot of we gotta watch out for people try to come up to the camp, acting all subtle, but they just really trying to entrap you in your words. But you said that the Father, he created the world, but it says here that Jesus created the world. So you're a liar. It's like, all right, hold on, let me just speak, and then they just leave.
Wow. The aha spirit.
Yeah, the aha. I got you. Yeah. Right. And the Lord said, rise not up in anger. Because remember, when you're angry, your kind of sense kind of fades away. You don't really care about anything. Right. So we gotta control our spirit too. That's what the Lord's also saying. Like a scoffer, you trying to make us mad. Hey, they trying to make us mad sometimes, man. So we can say something off. Be like, aha, you just cussed.
Yeah, man.
I knew it. Right? That kind of spirit, man.
And I got the classic too. Right, out. Right, fortification. This is Ecclesiastes, right, chapter 7, verse 7. Right, surely oppression maketh a wise man mad, and a gift destroyeth his heart. Better is the end of the thing than the beginning thereof, and the patient in spirit is better than the proud in spirit. Because when you're proud, I'll beat it. That's what you're saying. You don't really care if he damn a spirit or none of that. Hey, if you're proud, you're gonna say that, man. Right? Verse 9. Be not hasty in thy spirit to be angry, for anger rests in the bosom of fools. And that's exactly, what they're trying to do. They're trying to get that anger up out of you, man. They're trying to get that resting anger inside out of you, bro. You know, so we can't really bite on that.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta be wise. Be not hasty in thy spirit to be angry.
Come. So we can join verse 12. Lend not unto him that is mightier than thyself. Where thou lendest him, count it but loss. Hey, that's that's kind of foolish right there. You give him $5 to a billionaire, right? He's counting it a loss. What is he gonna do with that? He's probably gonna wipe his ass with that, bro. You know, the $5. It says that Bill Gates, he drops about like he can drop about like $100 every time he takes a step, and he'll still be rich. So, and that's why the Lord said in Deuteronomy chapter 28 that one of the curses is that the stranger that is within us shall get above us very high, we shall come down very low, and that he shall lend to you, thou shalt not lend to him. Right? That's why, like, the Lord saying, lend not unto him that is mightier than thyself, man.
Mm-hmm.
You trying to lend onto these heathen. You trying to lend onto Esau. Esau got everything, right? So kind of but loss. All right, verse 13. Be not surety above thy power, for if thou be surety, take care to pay it. Go not to law with the judge, for they will judge. For they will judge for him according to his honor. Right, meaning that what in a court or anything like that, they will favor the judge rather than you. You know that's just according to his honor. They're going to see, well, he's a judge, so he must be right. You know. Verse 15. Travel not by the way with a bold fellow, lest he become grievous unto thee. For he will do according to his own will, and thou shalt perish with him through his folly. That's crazy. Hey, if there's jakes up there, they just want to fight everybody. They just want to fight everybody. Right? That's why the Lord said, travel not in the way with the bold fellow, man. Right? He's a bold fellow. And also Esau too. That's going into Esau too. Right? You kind of walking downtown with Esau. Hey, you're gonna get into something. All right? You're gonna get into something sooner or later. All right?
And that kind of reminds me of Babylon and these other countries. Babylon's that bold fellow, and now just because of him, these other countries are gonna get destroyed, man.
Yep. That's right, man. All right, because all these other nations, they're going to try to take down Babylon, and when they do, they're also going to be taken down. Why? Because you were dealing with Babylon in the first place, right? You got a point or a precept, Tazer? Verse 16. Strive not with the angry man, and go not with him into a solitary place, for blood is as nothing in his sight, and where there is no help, he will overthrow thee. You see that? So strive not with the angry man. So don't be you getting into an argument, and then y'all just go into an alley, right? Why y'all going to the alley, right? Or you going into with Esau, right? He kind of pull you over, say go into the alley, Hey, he's just gonna shoot you, right? It says, for blood is as nothing in his sight, and when there's no help, he will overthrow thee, right? So, that's just teaching you wisdom right there.
I got a quick precept too. This is Ecclesiastes. Sirach. So Sirach chapter 9 and verse. I'm gonna read verse 16 because this whole chapter is going into who you hang out with, right? And who you should, just spend your time with. This is Sirach chapter 9 and 16. And let just men eat and drink with thee, and let thy glorying be in the fear of the Lord. Now, when it's talking about eat and drink, it's not just talking about literally eating and drink, man. It's talking about, talking to, on any type of level. Damn, going in a damn park too, man. With like you're not supposed to be going out here with somebody that don't fear the Most High, man. You know that whole chapter is really going into that. Right, strive not with an angry man, because hey, angry men, hey, that's just foolish, man. You know?
All right.
Come
Verse 17. Counsel not with a fool, or I'm sorry, consult not with a fool, for he cannot keep counsel. Right? You going up to a fool, right? You're like, hey, you know, you just going up to one of your friends in the world. Hey, man, I don't know. You think I should join W5 or what? And then the dude's just like, what? You just like, hey, man, hey, you better. You be like, hey, you better just cop the PS5, man. I already got it.
Yeah, you gonna be like, man, stop playing. You going to the party tonight?
Yeah, you stop. Yeah, Con, you going to the party tonight, right? You know we're going on Friday night. Hey man, there's gonna be a lot of hoes out there, man. So not supposed to be consulted with a fool.
A lot of biddies.
right.
Yeah. Hey, the Lord said, "Speak not unto a fool, lest thou be like unto him." You know, talk not much with the fool, lest thou be like unto him. And what do you look like talking to just a fool, man? We all have that one fool at school. Nobody really likes him, right? He just, kind of out there, and he always saying dumb stuff. What you look like talking to him? You know, you're a man, woman of the Lord, right? So,
Come on, right? Precept. Right, this is Job. Salaki. That's not what I want. Right? Salaki. Job chapter, I think it's like 20. Because where it says Job, he was talking, oh, here it goes. Right? Job chapter 30 and verse 1. Right? But now they that are younger than I have me in derision, whose fathers I would have disdained to have set with the dogs of my flock. Right? So, hey, this happened to Job, man. The Lord put him in certain situations where things just got reversed, right? And he became as they were, just like I was going into. If you you talk about fools and trying to talk about something wise to a fool, and that you're gonna be a fool, man. Things are gonna be flipped, right? I'm jump to verse 2. I'm gonna read verse 2. Yeah, where two might the strength of their hands profit me, in whom old age was perished. They're just on another aspect of what that's going into. When you talk with a fool, hey man, that's who you are, because you're a fool for talking to a damn fool, man.
come on, yeah.
Come on.
So it reads in verse 18. It says, "Do no secret thing before a stranger, for thou knowest not what he will bring forth." Right? Because the Lord said that disclosing the secrets that will damage a relationship. So that we know that secrets is very basically secrets. You only tell that to your friends. You know what I'm saying? You only tell that to your friends. So you don't want to do any secret thing before a stranger, because you don't know what that stranger is going to do or say. You know. Verse 18. Where you had anything about it? Okay, come. Verse 19. It says, "Open not thine heart to every man, lest he require thee with a true return." Right? So you're just telling, your whole backstory onto somebody you just met. It's like, man, yeah, I don't know, yeah, I don't know, yeah, she my rib, but yeah, here, you know, yeah, I gotta keep my mind on the Lord though. You know what I'm saying? First Corinthians. And you like quoting all these scriptures, you telling your whole backstory to somebody you don't even know. And he's like, yeah. But the Lord said, "Open not thine heart to every man." You know?
Come on, precept. Right, it's Sirach chapter 20, and I'm gonna read Salakia. I'm gonna read verse 3. I'm gonna start at 2. Right. It is much better to reprove than to be angry secretly, and he that confesses his fault shall be served from hurt. How good is it when thou art reproved to show repentance, for so shalt thou escape with willful sin. I'm jumping
Yeah.
to verse 5. Right? There is one that keepeth silence and is found wise, and another by much blabbering becometh hateful. Because, hey, man, some Jay will hate you for that. Like, what the hell? I don't even know you. Why are you talking? At the damn bus stop or something like that, man. Like, get your ass on somewhere, man. That's what Jake would say. That's why it says the Most High. He said we gotta hold our tongue, or no matter the emotion that we have, man. Talking about your grid broke up with you, man. My wife, she won't let me do this. Hey, hold your tongue, man.
Especially financial wise, man.
Right.
Yeah.
Especially about your actual business, man.
Con.
You know? Con.
Con. Yeah, I think anybody.
Uh,
All right. 36. So yeah, with that was a Sirach chapter 8. Kind of quick breakdown. We can bring out some closing scriptures real quick. Let me bring out those real quick. Let's see. First, let's see here. I don't know. You can bring out yours, Fajar.
Con. So this is Job chapter 29 and verse 4. Let me just read verse 3. When his candle shine upon my head, and when by his light I walk through darkness, as I was in the days of my youth, when the secret of the Most High was upon my tabernacle, when the Almighty was yet with me, when my children were about me, when I washed my steps with butter, and the rock poured me out rivers of oil. Right when I went out to the gate through the city, when I prepared my feet in thy street, the young men saw me and hid themselves, and the age arose and stood. Right, I'm gonna jump to verse 11. Salaki, I'm gonna jump to verse 15 for the point. Right, I was eyes to the blind, and feet was I to the lame. I was a father to the poor, and the cause which I knew not, I searched out. So hey, that's just going on what we got to be doing, man. We got to be a father to the fatherless and eyes to the blind. You know, closing precept.
got the book of Psalm 32 and verse 5. I acknowledge my sin unto thee, and my iniquity have I not hid. I said, I will confess my transgressions unto the Lord, and thou forgavest the iniquity of my sin. Salah. So basically, you gotta confess your sins, man. Or you can't be trying to hide your sins. Let me get one more precept real quick. Confess your sins. Yes, it's the book of James, chapter 5, verse 16, and it reads, confess your faults one to another and pray for one, so I could pray one for another that you may be healed. Right? The effectual fervent prayer of a righteous man availeth much. Right? So confess your sins to one another. Right? Pray. Fast. Do what you need to do. Because we are in the last days, man. You don't want to be that person who doesn't make it because you were trying to hold some sins, man. Come.
That's right. That's right. I'm gonna end it off with First Thessalonians chapter 5 and verse 16. Rejoice evermore. Pray without ceasing. Hey, that's the spirit. Pray without ceasing, man. We should also always be praying, right? Verse 18. And everything give thanks, for this is the will of the Most High and YAHAWASHI BAHASHAM concerning you, right? So in everything give thanks, meaning always give thanks unto the Most High, why YAHAWASHI, right? The Wadi Yahweh, the Wadi YAHAWASHI, all right? So come. That's Brother Yasha Allah.
For the test of the bar.
For the buyer.
Come. So they come back, show yet another video. All right, giving of course all honor, glory, and praise unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Abashah, the Wadi Yahweh, the Wadi Abashah, Barakatah, Barakatah, Abashah. All right, Shalom. And also Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat shalom.